Mustangs has been a rough start for everyone. 1-3 with a negative 17 goal differential here in their first 4 games this season. Main face-off will be TJ Moore, making 31 of 52, 5.596 percentage. The attacker also leads the team in shots on goal and currently first in the MLS. Oh, look who just showed up. We got Tyler Clark now. Oh. Alright, give us a second. We will be right back.
Versus Elk Grove. Let's get into our keys to the game for tonight. We have 3 of them. Very important is going to be winning the face-offs at the start. It's going to be very important who wins possession first. These are both 2 very average/defensive teams, and whoever hits the ball first face-off is going to get the most points. Preventing having to slide early on defense. It's going to be really important. You don't want to overstretch the defense too easy. It's going to allow a lot of goals. These teams don't make a ton of mistakes out here. The varsity level, they play really well despite the record so far. And hustling for ground balls is going to be a big part. Meadows has a lot of those hustler guys. If they can perform well on the grounders, they can win this game easy.
Uh-oh, is it locked? Go try the other side. Are you worried about losing your right?
So we'll be starting soon. Rolling Meadows is 1-3 this season with a negative 17-point differential. Elk Grove is over 3 with a differential of negative 31, and these will be 2 teams looking for their first conference wins of the season. We can take a look at a common matchup here versus Conant. Rolling Meadows lost to Conant in overtime, 15-14, I believe, and Elk Grove lost to Conant 18-zip. Let's take a look at some stats. Goals per game leaders for the Elk Grove Grenadiers are Griffin Ewen with 1.7, David Gradsky with 1 goal per game, and Lucas H with 0.5 goals a game.
And the same stats for the Rolling Meadows Mustangs are Matthew Sansetti with 2 goals per game with 2 goals. Colin Cheney with 1, and Joey Vito with 1 as well.
I mentioned Griffin Ewan. He's leading his team in both shots on goal with 10. He's got 5 points for the season. A very athletic player. He plays both football and basketball as well. He plays 3 sports a year. And he's coming in at 6 foot 200. He's very physical. He's a presence to be dealt with. He plays a big game, lots of body checks, and one of the best shooters on the team. Definitely someone you want to keep a close eye on as we go to our national anthem. Yeah, I just have static. Could be, yeah. And the coin flip is on the field. It looks like Grenadiers are lining up for it. Rolling Meadows Mustangs have yet to come out to the huddle. Let's take a look at a key player for RMHS. TJ Moore is the main face-off man. He'll be lining up in the middle all game. This season, through the first 3 games, he was 31 and 52 on face-offs for a .596 face-off percentage. He leads the team in shots on goal. He ranks first in the MSL for ground balls, and he's always putting in effort when the ball's down. One of the best hustlers on this team, game in and game out, and he'll be someone to watch when the ball's on the ground tonight. So the 2 teams line up, and the refs are going through a couple more things. Pre-game handshakes going in now.
Just a good display of sportsmanship from each team.
Goalkeeper Lewis Fauscher heading to his net, and RMHS goalkeeper looks...
85.
Carlos Rugliancic will be in his net for the game. And the first Mustang media is underway. Both sticks are on the ball, and we're off.
They already dragged it into Elk Grove territory, and they fly it up, and they score!
Oh, man, that was
5
fast.
seconds in!
I haven't even had time to settle in yet, and there's a point on the board.
What was that? I didn't even catch the number.
Looks like the guy who took the kickoff, so it would be TJ Moore.
No, I know. Passed it to number 11, Brady Carlson.
So there it
And
is.
a secondary face-off, brought up by Elk Grove.
Down to Jacob Dean.
Pushed into Mustang territory.
Dean has it.
Tries to deke him. Oh, and he fumbles it. Ground ball.
And ball's still on the ground. Looks like it's still on the ground, and they've been playing with it forever. The break. Here comes number 17, Parker Ulrich, down the sideline.
And he pushes up, looking for number 22. Passes it to Brady Carlson. And again!
Another goal. We can't. Yeah. So Rolling Meadows has gone up by 2 in the opening 40 seconds of this one, and how do you come back from such a slow start if you're Elk Grove? Slowly bringing it up the court is number 21, Amick Beckham. And this pass is intercepted. Running down the field, number 8. Facing heavy bodies. Colin Cheney looked like he got that ball out. Back to Cheney. Cheney running behind the net. Rolling Meadows looking to set up a play. Cheney outside the shot. No good. Looked like Aiden Dahlia there. Wait, no, it was Ryan DeSouza with the missed shot. Cheney. DeSouza looking for the grounder before it rolls out. He'll get it. Cheney at the X. Outside to Spence. Back to Spence. D'Souza. Here's TJ Moore. They're stalling a little bit. Haven't got much going right now. Cheney, the shot. It's good. And Meadows goes up 3. What's your view on that, Owen?
Mustangs are definitely putting on a lot of pressure early, trying to force the Grenadiers to do a lot of outward plays, trying to get the ball away from them, but then instantly passing it as soon as they put the pressure on to get back into the offensive swing.
The Grenadiers are averaging 11.3 goals scored against them per game, and they've already got 3, and we're not even close to the halfway point of this first half. Face off. Moore doesn't know where the ball is. It's going to be scooped up. Ball's still on the ground. Back out, number 26, Matthew Sansonetti with it. Trying to get to the outside. Lose the ball. D'Souza. Onto the X. Colin Cheney. Whips it outside. Moore passes it back. D'Souza on the right wing. Meadows slowing the offense down, looking for an opportunity to score, going in the wraparound. And this is going to be a crease violation on Rolling Meadows, Elk Grove ball. Took a little too far step into that red circle. Ball's out. And way up in the air now, and it looks like TJ Moore is going to pick it up. And correct me if I'm wrong, Owen, but I don't think Elk Grove's had the ball on the attack at any point in this game so far.
Nope, they barely pushed into Meadows' zone after the first 2 goals, and now they've consistently felt Meadows' pressure. And as I'm talking, they score again.
Cheney missed the shot, but Matthew Sansonetti was right there for the breakdown, and the Mustangs go up by a score of 4 with 8 minutes and 8 seconds still left.
Face-off circle, TJ Moore and Elk Grove's Beckham Emery. Ball is out.
And Moore gets
up
another
by
one.
TJ Moore and is pushed into the Elk Grove zone. Passes it to Cheney.
Cheney looking for an opportunity as the wingman. Back to TJ Moore. Takes a deep shot and it goes into the soccer net.
That's not the goal we want to hit, but hey.
Should count for like half a point. So they'll restart. Cheney takes a shot, and this one's long as well. Ball's loose and tripping down. TJ Moore. Outside to number 12, Joey DeVito. Cheney has the ball now, running away from the long stick. The shot wide and off target. That time was Joey DeVito again, just missed it. Rolling Meadows with the ball. Cheney. Spence. Cheney wide.
Looks like it's Elk Grove's ball.
Elk Grove finally having possession for more than like 10 seconds. Ball's on the ground. And that one's going to be a penalty, maybe. They'll let it play, though. And there goes our roster. It's a little windy in here. Inside, Sansonetti looking. Pushed out by number 24. Ball's up. The shot deflected off a defender.
And it's scooped up back by the Grenadiers.
The long stick man has it. Here's George Kuhn. Inside of Cheney around the back, and he almost had that one. And more offensive pressure for the Mustangs. What does Elk Grove have to do to get the ball back going?
It's definitely going to have to put pressure on the Mustangs, try to get them to force them back onto the ground. And you need to get me talking more. They just scored again.
That time it was Ryan DeSouza, the captain midfielder. And Rolling Meadows puts down another one. Coming off is Patrick Spence, who will be subbed in favor for
Mustang goal.
George Kuhn's also coming off. They'll be subbed in favor for number 87, Parker Kaplan, and number 6, Dylan Ferguson. TJ Moore is still in the face-off circle. And this one's going to go to Elk Grove on the violation. Elk Grove pushing the ball into Mustang territory. Amick Beckham. Pass is slung away by Sarabia Oliveras and caught.
Oh, and it's a ground ball. Scooped back up by the Grenadiers.
Griffin Ewan. He's rushing to the goal. Spin move. Loses the ball. Ball's on the floor. Picked up by Dean.
It's kicked out by the Mustangs.
And now Spence has it. Throws it away over to the winger. DeSouza leisurely jogs to the sideline. Cheney at the X. Inside is Spence. Good save. Losing the ball there. Almost picked it up as George Kuhn. Brady Carlson one hands the stick, running down the left sideline. Carlson transitions from the alley to the X. Cheney loses the ball, picks it up. Passing to the other wing, DeSouza the shot. Great save. Louis Fauser on the save. Still on the ground, and Fauser picks it up. Ball's flown out. Not the best pass, but Sarabia Oliveras cannot haul it in.
Kick.
Very clean game so far, no penalties yet. And does Elk Grove, I know it sounds silly, but could they consider fouling? Get some life back in. Joey DeVito. Moving away, gets the dodge. Pass to Cheney. And over the head of Brady Carlson on the pass. So it'll be Grenadier ball. And the long stick, Julian Sarabia Oliveras. Deep clearance. And ball's on the ground. Picked up 26, 28 it looks like. And Colin Cheney overfires. Sansonetti picked it up. Passed it over to Cheney, and he just missed the top of the net. Running away now is Spence. Out to Sansonetti. Into Brady Carlson behind the back. No good. And for as many goals as Rolling Meadows has, they've had a couple missed shots as well. This score could easily be 14-0 right now.
Scooped back up by the Grenadiers. Number 21, Beckham Emick.
And the ball's Mustang zone now. Ground ball is... Good body check there. Physical play from Spence. And they're going to call it a Grenadier ball. Ewan will inbound. Aiden Dow is going to come off for RMHS, and this is a flag. So we'll see what the flag is, but they're going to delay it for now. Did you happen to see where that could be, Owen?
Nope.
So we'll see what the flag is. Looks like it's against the Mustangs. And so the Grenadiers will have a man-up opportunity. This is huge for them. Finally a chance to put on some pressure. Outside, and the ball's lost by Amick.
Back up by the Mustangs. Bring it back up center field.
And they have an opportunity
Number
here.
6, Dylan Ferguson.
Good dodge by Carlson. Carlson dodges through, and he's going to hold the ball for a little bit. Out to Sansonetti, and back to number 12, Joey DeVito. Offense settles, calls a play. Moore to Sansonetti. De Souza. Around the back of the net is Cheney on the X. Dangerous position. Minute remaining in the quarter. De Souza. And this one's way off. A jumping shot. And the Mustangs offense is considerably slowed down scoring-wise, but they're still putting a lot of pressure on. Carlson, the spin move. Good dodge. DeVito. Moore. Cheney behind the back. Off the post. Close one. Ball's way up in the air, and Griffin Ewan will have the advantage of the long stick. And Ruglianic is able to scoot the ball up outside the crease. Grounder. And picked up by Moore. 4 seconds and a half. Sansonetti, the shot. And that'll end it. Pretty dominant quarter from the Mustangs. And they've also dominated on ground balls. How does that affect a team going into the second quarter?
Definitely got to start putting more pressure on the Mustangs from the Grenadiers side of it. The more pressure you put on, the more likely they are to lose those ground balls, and then the more likely they are to scoop it up to put it back into Mustang territory.
Mustang goalie Carlos Ruglianic has yet to get a save, but not of his own fault. They haven't put any shots on goal yet.
The cup of tea in his hands. Spot of tea.
TJ Moore by far takes the most shots on the team. He's got 14. Colin Cheney's taken 5 shots prior to this game, but he's already got, I believe, 2 goals. 50 seconds going into the second quarter. And what are some other things that Elk Grove might be able to do to salvage this lead?
Definitely just going to have to start, like I've been saying, put more pressure on him. You know, start shoving him. Not enough to get fouled, but definitely enough to maybe shake the ball out of their sticks, and then scoop it back up to put it back in Mustang territory. You definitely get good chances on goal.
And the game's been pretty clean so far. The only foul has been on the Mustangs, and they scored at a shorthanded goal, which is very tough to do in lacrosse. So Elk Grove might want to rethink their game plan coming into this second quarter. "12 minutes are back on the clock, starting the second quarter of the game. D'Souza sits at the face-off ready. And we're ready to start the second quarter. Mustangs are up 5-0. Here comes the opening face-off. Amick Beckham.
And more.
And Mustangs have the ball. Ferguson. Colin Cheney in the alley. Cheney back up. There's Sansonetti. D'Souza. Passes to the X-Man. Ball's on the floor, but picked up by Sansonetti. Another ground ball for the Mustangs. D'Souza. Back over to Carlson at the X. Cheney on the left wing. Transitions back outside to DeVito. Mustang offense settling down for the time, looking for a play. Carlson. Cheney faces a body check from number 24, Trevor Dedloff. And this ball is going to go out of bounds. Elk Grove not putting a ton of pressure on the Mustangs. Not getting up in anybody's face as of right now. D'Souza on the outside now. The deep shot. Good save from Louis Fauger.
Rocked back up by the Grenadiers, getting closer to the halfway point. Launched the entire way field. Intercepted by number 27. That is Henry.
It's a really risky pass to throw up. And the rest will call the whistle. Looks like a flag is on the floor. This one looks like it's going to be called against DeVito. So the Mustangs will once again be man down. Elk Grove now with the ball. Connor Mullins. And this one's picked off and batted away by number 4, Gianni Scaletta.
And pushed out of bounds.
It's a great effort, though, and that's something the Mustangs do really well, wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
So what does Elk Grove have to do on offense here to get a couple points in? And Elk Grove finally puts one away. I might have
did.
jinxed it. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Griffin Ewan from outside the arc.
That's a goal for the Grenadiers.
So Elk Grove gets on the board with 2 minutes into the second quarter. Great possession there from the Grenadiers. Do you think that's repeatable for them, or are the Mustangs just too good right now?
Most likely, but at the same time, they were a man down. Who knows? Maybe they'll have to make the Mustangs pull even more penalties to get more opportunities like that.
Big struggle at the faceoff, eventually taken away by TJ Moore. Mustangs are now full strength after the goal. And now coming off is Ferguson. Coming on, can't tell from here, but it looks like D'Souza. DeVito was the one coming on, and now he's got the stick. Ball's loose. Picked up. And loose again. Racing for it is number 2, Jacob Dean.
Scoot back up.
Running the sideline now is D'Souza. TJ Moore. Stepping in from way outside. Deflected away. Good save by Fauser. DeVito, the outside alley. Coming in is Sansonetti. He'll shoot from outside. That one's off. Cheney. And DeVito dials it up. Outside again. Just missed there from Sansonetti. He was really close range. Just couldn't get it to go. Good spin move by Colin Cheney and a great effort to prevent the ball from going out of bounds. Up to D'Souza. Sansonetti going around the back of the goal. Colin Cheney wide open but can't handle the pass. Elk Grove now has the ball. Amick Beckham. And throws the ball away outside. Another turnover for the Grenadiers. How costly are these in a game such as this? D'Souza launches high. DeVito. Rushing in now is Sansonetti. Spin move attempt on the dodge and saved by Fauser. D'Souza almost gets the interception, but it comes back. And this ball's going. And it'll be picked up by Ruglianic. Ruglianic is taking it out of the goal, way outside. And now he'll retreat. Fires, no good, another save by Fauser. Back to Fauser, ball's up. Loose near the goal, it's a dangerous position for the Grenadiers. And they finally get it out to Dean. Dean loses it, scoops it back up, going into Mustang territory. Pass goes to number 16, Philip Onik. Loses it, bats it away. And Sansonetti beats him to the ball. Oh. Carlson has it. Pass to DeVito. Substitution from the Mustangs. D'Souza in the right alley. DeVito. Hop steps, transitions toward the net. And another goal for the Mustangs. Colin Chaney cashes in.
Mustang goal.
And aside from the 6 goals he's allowed, it's all in all, if you look at it, been a pretty good performance for Louis Fauger. He's had a lot of saves tonight. He's played pretty good. And he's just had a lot of chances to deal with.
More chances to deal with, the more likely you're going to let a couple of them in. Is scooped up. TJ Moore already brought back in way into Grenadier territory.
And they cash in again. TJ Moore throws it out to Brady Carlson. The Mustangs tack another one on.
Another goal by the Mustangs.
And Owen, when you have 2 quick succession goals like that, how do you respond as the defending team?
You got to really start thinking about, all right, what players do we need to prioritize? Do we need to prioritize the face-off? Do we need to prioritize the attackers? You got to really focus on who has the ball and where to put the defenders as they start pushing into your territory.
Great insight, Owen. TJ Moore on the grounder, a lot of body contact, but eventually it looks like Ewan's going to come out with it. Ewan makes a drive and loses it. Great defensive play from number 27, Henry Cohen. And now the Mustangs are transitioning. TJ Moore. D'Souza. Offense settles in.
To the final
Sansonetti.
5 minutes.
Sansonetti just subbed down, and he's already got the ball. D'Souza. Sansonetti. Offense settles down again, and it's been a lot of downtime for this offense, but it looks like they're going to pick back up. And TJ Moore launches away. Owen, do you think the downtime is a good thing at this stage in the game, or should they keep the pedal on the gas?
Should definitely be keeping the pedal on the gas. The more pressure you put on the Grenadiers, the more strain you're going to be putting on their defenses, the more likely you are to put in one to the back of the net.
D'Souza into Chaney. Missed it wide. So the Grenadiers will take it, starting with number 6, Timothy Whalen.
Brings it up. Launches it.
Mustangs have the ball. Sansonetti blocked by a defender and scooped up eventually by Fauger. Whalen launches it away. And the clear attempt is scooped up. Ground ball, Scaletta in hot pursuit. And he'll pass it back to the goaltender. And this one's going to be a penalty, it looks like. Possibly offsides on the substitution. It's a very common place for that foul to happen. So the Grenadiers have an offensive possession. Griffin Ewan. Sarabia Olivares running to the alley. Looking for the alley dodge. Stopped short by Scaletta. It's approaching, spin dodge, other way. Now he's behind the X. And target for that pass was number 16, Philip Onik, but it was just off. Santinetti's running down the field. Great transition here for the Mustangs. And behind the back, Brady Carlson.
Starting to see the frustration get building in the Grenadier defenders. The more pressure they keep letting on, the more goals they keep letting in. You can just see it building and building and building.
That was a great goal from the freshman.
Another Mustang goal.
Santinetti, a beautiful pass to Carlson, and Carlson finishes off in style. What a play. So we got 8-1, and there are just under 3 minutes left in the first half. And Elk Grove might have some talking to do in the locker room.
Definitely.
If you were the coach, how would you approach that talk?
You got me. Scoop back up by the Mustangs. TJ Moore bringing it back into Grenadiers territory.
Cheney running the laps around the Elk Grove defense. Now it's George Kuhn. And why not? Moore takes a shot. And this one's wide. Grenadier ball. Deep clearance shot, and those really haven't gone their way tonight. Picked up by TJ Moore. Cheney's got an open look. Not anymore. And now Moore settling down so the Mustangs can make a substitution. DeVito comes in. And he's got the ball. Back to Moore. Moore to D'Souza. Inside and can't handle it. George Kuhn just couldn't pick up the pass. Brady Carlson being pressed at the sideline. Coming around, Colin Cheney, the shot, and he scores once again.
Another Mustang goal.
And Cheney dials in another one, and Fauger is not very happy with that one. So the Mustangs, with 1 minute and 31 seconds left, strike again to make it 9-1. And this is the best the Mustangs offense has looked all season. They are absolutely red hot right now.
Scooped up, pushed into Grenadier territory, and a scrum is formed, and a whistle is blown.
Big pile up there on top of the ball.
TJ Moore taking a tumble.
D'Souza. Carlson. Back to D'Souza. It takes a short angle and deflected by Fauger. The most goals the Mustang have scored in a game this season was 14 in a loss to Conant. And they've already got 9. The offense has just been playing really good tonight. D'Souza has to jump to deflect the pass, but gets it possession eventually. Moore lets it rip. Cheney on the rebounds. Back to Brady at the X. D'Souza cuts in. He's body checked hard. And thrown a flag, maybe. Dominic Weslowski was the one who delivered the check. So it'll be Elk Grove ball, and ooh, that's a good hit.
Scooped up.
Coming in with the hit of the day so far is Joey DeVito. Ball's on the ground.
10 seconds to go.
Chaos ensuing at the goal right now, but it's eventually picked up by Dean. With 2 seconds left, no good. So it's 9-1, and the Mustangs are rolling away with this one. And what do you think are some adjustments that need to be made at halftime before we get off the air?
Elk Grove definitely has to start prioritizing putting one player on one of the Mustang attackers. The more pressure they can put on the attackers, the more likely they are just to keep passing it around, the less likely they are to get chances.
I feel like the loose balls have also gone very disproportionately towards the Mustangs as well. That's something Elk Grove needs to be better on. And the Mustangs are just playing a very well-rounded, good game right now. They've been very good defensively. They had a lot of hits, and they've been putting the pressure on all night on offense. And this is Tyler Clark.
And Colin Ferguson.
We'll be signing off for halftime. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And we're back on air. It has started to rain a little bit here. We're still, as of right now, going to have the match. If lightning shows up, it'll be called. But as of right now, it's going to be fun. I mean, raining matches, it's like football. You're going to be a lot more slipping and sliding. And it's fun to watch sometimes.
Can't argue, a little bad weather makes a lot more fun of a match to watch.
So we're going to start now. Buzzers sounded. For those of you who are just turning in, the Mustangs have been coming away with this one offensively. It's 9-1. The only goal that the Mustangs have allowed has been on a power play. And this is tied for the most goals the Mustangs have scored in a half. They scored 9 against Conant in the overtime loss. And we're getting ready to go here. Moore and Garcia line up. Or Moore and Amick. And Moore wins the face-off again. Cheney. Running through the alleys. Carlson. And this one's out of bounds. Brady Carlson with the shot. Just missed. Another shot, and this one's wide. D'Souza. But it'll remain a Mustang ball. And now the rain's really starting to come down.
Definitely going to have to put their equipment in a tumble dry after this.
Yeah, I don't know how lacrosse sticks respond to rain, but it can't be good.
It's getting hard to see the game from where we're standing.
Our windows are fogging up, but we'll try our best. Ball's loose. It'll be picked up by Cheney.
Yeah, the main camera is practically useless.
Cheney sets up.
They're pretty good.
And now DeVito almost fakes the shot. Gets the dodge, gets in a little closer. And the Mustangs put another one on the board. Double digits.
Yes, we did.
A Mustang goal by Joey DeVito.
Right, cutting to Ellie.
Feeling himself out there is Scaletta as the Mustangs put another one on the board. It's 10-1.
So it's supposed to be a main camera for Lacrosse?
Pretty similar story to what we saw at the start of the first half. Mustangs get the scoop early. They start putting pressure on the Grenadiers and put one on the board early in the quarter.
Definitely came out the locker room with more motivation to score a goal than ever.
Scoop back up by Moore. Push back into the Grenadier territory. Tossed over.
Right, cutting to Ellie. Cutting to Ellie.
Spence got it. And this one rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Mustang ball still.
I'm on Ellie right now. Cutting to Ellie.
Cheney back inside.
Cutting to Ellie.
Moore with the long stick. Carlson at the X. Into Spence. Back to Carlson and out. And another goal.
Another Mustang goal.
Patrick Spence looked like dialed in there. And once again, the Mustangs have put 2 on in less than 2 minutes. And I'm seeing deja vu to the first half right now as well, Owen.
Mm-hmm.
So Moore and Amick line up again. Well fought. Moore gets another one. And his face-off percentage is going to skyrocket after this game. He's been lights out from the center circle. And how much do you think that's played a role on what the score is right now?
Definitely played a huge role. When you get the first possession, you can start putting pressure on early, and that's where all the fun stuff can happen.
And getting pressed deep in territory is Sarabia Olivares. And the goalie will eventually get it out, but it's picked up by Sansonetti. Mustangs with the ball. Carlson. Out to Sansonetti. He's got an open look. Just deep. Brady Carlson will take it out of the soccer net and inbound. And this is going to be a crease violation on Rolling Meadows. Patrick Spence took just a couple extra steps. Timothy Whalen. Out to number 21, Amick. He's got a lot of pressure on him. One thing the Mustangs have done really well in this game is putting pressure on man-to-man. Ball's loose, picked up by Christensen. And stepped out of bounds. And whatever it was, it'll be Mustang ball. Spence over the head on the pass, and Elk Grove is going to get possession. 8 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Griffin Ewan's going to inbound this ball. Aggressive defense, but able to get it out is Whalen despite the vigorous Meadows effort. The ball's on the ground now, but is picked back up. Tossed out by Detloff and a whistle blows. Mustangs with the ball. And offsides is the call on the field. Right after the inbound, too, it looks like. Maybe it wasn't offsides, but the whistle blew. Mustangs still have the ball. D'Souza. Carlson. Spence. Cincinnati back out. Offense settling, looking for time. And D'Souza rips. Elk Grove with the ball, looking to transition on the clear. Griffin Ewan. And that pass is off target. It'll be a Mustang ball. Good ride there from the Mustangs, preventing the clear. Cheney. Sansonetti on the 30-yard line. Can I say that in lacrosse? Now Moore. D'Souza. Carlson at the X looking to get it out. Cheney on the left wing. Sansonetti in the middle. Transitions to the alley and makes a break, but doesn't get far. Spence. And Moore drops the pass. Gets the ball back. Running wide around Ewan, looking for a sideline dodge. Spence into Cheney. Carlson at the X. Cheney replaces Carlson at the X with the ball. Back to Carlson. Looking for the short angle, won't get it. D'Souza looking to inbound. And it looks like one of the Grenadiers is adjusting the helmet. Looked like Dominic Wazlowski was being a good teammate to Detloff, helping him with his helmet, and now play can resume. Santonetti. Spence. We haven't scored in a little bit. Owen, why don't you start talking again? You got something to say?
Not really. The game's really becoming a game of cat and mouse where Mustangs are passing it over to each other, left, right, and center, and Grenadiers are just keeping on, keep on the pressure.
And high in the sky, but this one's coming back down in Grenadier hands. Number 21, Amick, running down the sideline into Mustang territory. Slash by Spence, misses. Good body check and forces an errant pass. Ground balls are covered by Elk Grove, though. And looks like this one's going to be a foul against the Mustangs. Or just out of bounds on the Mustangs. Running down the sideline and back to the middle is DeMaria. And this one's also out. Shot goes wide. Elk Grove ball. Connor Mullins on the inbound. Passes off to Ewan. And ball's still loose, but picked up by Moore. Ground ball man's been doing an excellent job today on the field. And wide pass. That was a really tough pass to Colin Cheney. Just missed it. And the Mustangs have been doing a very good job at preventing the clear today. And there's a body check. Loses the ball. And great defense there from Brady Carlson. D'Souza gives it to Spence as the offense settles. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third. Moore. Now Cheney rips it from a sidearm position and just wide. Jump shot is no good. That one goes up in the air. Pass is a little bit wide, but it's eventually scooped up by its intended recipient, number 23, Dominic Wazlowski. Another grounder. Fighting for custody of it. And DJ Moore is going to come out victorious. DJ Moore. Three minutes, 35 seconds in the half. And what does Elk Grove have to do, Owen, to get it past the midpoint of the field right now? Because that's what they're struggling with.
They definitely have to get their midfielders in a more open position. Definitely, you gotta start putting pressure for the Mustang defenders to, start leaving them, and then you guys just shoot them the pass as soon as they're open.
Brandon Donovan is shoved out of bounds by Patrick Spence and D'Souza. And the pass to the goalkeeper. Fauser scoops it up, looking for the clearance. Wow. 50-yard bomb picked up by Trevor Detloff. Detloff shot from way downtown, and it's off. What do you have to say about the shot selection there?
Definitely getting more open. They're definitely getting more risky as long as they're trying to get shots on goal in the first place.
It's probably their best strategy right now is to get a little risky. They're running out of time. Ball's loose. Tossed over, and it'll be eventually picked up by Connor Mullins. Great man-on-man defense right now from the Mustangs. And gets it back, and this one will find itself in the hands of number 16, I believe. And almost made a field goal with that shot. Trevor Detloff just released that one a little bit early and went flying in. Number 5, great body check from Patrick Spence, keeping Julian Surya Oliveira away from the goal. Oliveras running around to the middle, so it looks to be a pretty good dodge, but he gets pushed out. Ewan takes the shot. Great save by Carlos Ruglianic. Ball's up in the air. Meadows has it. Cheney's got a good look. He fires. Goal!
Colin Cheney. Good for a goal on the pass from Matthew Sansonetti.
Sansonetti there with a great assist, and Cheney strikes again. I believe he has 5 now. One more goal for the Mustangs, and it will be a running clock. But this has been one of the best games they've played all season, especially on defense. They're almost doctoring a shutout, despite that one power play goal. And the least goals they've allowed in the game is 6 goals.
Scoot.
1 minute 15 left. Cheney around to the X-Man, Brady Carlson. Carlson, Sansonetti. Shots wide, but it'll remain Mustang ball. Tipped by Fauger, most likely. Cutting inside is Sansonetti, and he's got one. It's not Sansonetti.
George Kuhn.
George Kuhn was the one on the goal.
Mustang goal.
0 looks like a lot, like an 8 from up here. I apologize.
Especially with the water warping all the windows we got up here.
But George Kuhn cashes in for the first of the game, and he'll be subbed out. And as of right now, the clock is running. Or it should be.
Scoot back up by Moore. Islay brought back into Grenadier territory.
Moore Carlson is really close to the goaltender. I'm surprised that wasn't a crease violation. Carlson at the X with 34 seconds to go. And this is a great check. And it's going to be called a foul, though. Here's George Kuhn. John McCarthy. Moore from way downtown, and he did make a field goal with that shot.
It's good.
So after 3, your Mustangs lead by 12 with a score of 13-1 over the Grenadiers.
So 2-minute intermission between the third and the fourth quarter. Mustangs are up 12, and the clock will be running for as long as they're up by that much. Another great quarter from the Mustangs, and they've been keeping them off the offensive completely. And they've also been forcing a ton of shot opportunities. And let's talk about, so far, the player of the game. Colin Chaney has had a great day today, hasn't he?
Yep. Definitely from what I'm seeing, the rain has definitely put a new kind of spark into the Mustangs. Getting to play in bad weather is probably making them feel a little better, even though, it's rain. It's probably making the Grenadiers a little sad.
He's scored all over the field. He's scored from both wings. He's scored from the middle. The sophomore has just been a great offensive presence. He's already one of the top 3 scorers on the team. But this is a huge performance from him. And the Mustangs, 12 minutes to go to get their first conference win of the season. And Elk Grove has to tighten up and fast. .30 seconds to go until the start of the fourth quarter. And from the looks of the edge of that last third quarter, it looks like the Mustangs are starting to sub in some bench players. John McCarthy got some play time. George Kuhn got a goal. So there could be some new players on the field for the Mustangs. And the buzzer sounds and the fourth quarter has started. The rain has mellowed down to an extent. It's more of a drizzle now. Getting ready, and the new face-off man for the Mustangs will be George Kuhn. And they're rolling with a whole new crew of guys. Among them, I spot Parker Ulrich. And Sansonetti on the face-off. And Mustangs have the ball back. Sansonetti brings it up in transition. Running to the outside of the defender, Jacob Dean. And the pass is lofty and high. Eventually picked up. Number 18, Cole Schloman. Looking to make a move to the goal. And that one's off the top of the crossbar, deflected by Fauger. And passes wide. Scooped up. Back to number 27. I apologize, my roster webpage just crashed. And the whistle blows. But the clock will keep running since the Mustangs are up 12. Amick Beckham. Oh, huge hit delivered. What a hit from number 23. Evan Gonzalez delivering a huge one. Around the corner, Sarabia Alvarez. Swings it outside. Ball's lost, but eventually picked up by Ewan. He's got no one around him. The lawn stick midi maneuvering around number 4, Scaletta. And now the Mustangs have the ball. Scaletta's got a wide open field to run through. And ball's lost, unfortunately, by Spence. Back to Schloman. Ball's dropped by Dahlia, and it'll be the Grenadiers' ball. Running down the sideline is number 2, Jacob Dean. Short pass, and the hit's going to allow for a ground ball opportunity. Loose to the side, picked up, and huge hit delivered, and this one's going to be a flag. Number 27, Henry Cohan, came up a little bit high with the cross check, and he'll be headed to the penalty box for, looks like 2 minutes, maybe 3. I think it's a 2-minute foul, though. That didn't look too bad. So the Grenadiers will be working with another man-up opportunity, and we'll see if they can cash in. So Henry Cohen will be out for 1 minute, at least. And for now, the Mustangs are getting it out of their own zone. Always good to do on a power play. Scaletta. Moore has it. Moore, and a good save by Fauser. Tried for the 5-hole, but missed there. And what would another penalty kill for the Mustangs just... That would be the final nail in the coffin, wouldn't it?
Most likely.
Clock is currently at 8 minutes and running. Running up the field is Griffin Ewan. He's sprinting. He's got the defender beat. He's going to take a full speed shot. Great save by Ruglianic. Back out to number 5, Serebi Olivares. In, and great save there from Ruglianic. Griffin Ewan was all up in his face, and he still managed to get a stick on it. Ball's loose, scooped up by Schloman. Mustangs begin the attack. Schloman drives inside. He's got it. And he had a long run there, fighting off multiple defenders. What a run for the goal. It's about a 40-yard dash, I'd say.
Yeah. Should get this man in the combine.
So the Mustangs tie their season high of goals with 14 on the night. And the clock counts down from 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Moore wins the faceoff. He's going to have a run. Moore taking it himself. Bounces it off the ground, but it goes high. Moore. And he took that from way out. Mustangs have the ball back, and the ball's gone. Really fast shot there. And the Mustangs... Ball is way up in the air. Eventually picked up. Behind the net. Now in front, hit from behind is, I believe, Dahlia. And great defensive play from the Grenadiers to prevent what probably would have been a goal. Schloman comes up to the backside. Sansonetti gets it out. George Kuhn on the inbound. Passes out to Dahlia. Ferguson, and misses the pass there. And the Grenadiers are going to have the ball back. Very hectic series there for the Mustangs, wouldn't you say? Do you think they should start to settle down, take some more time off the clock?
Probably not.
Was looking for more of a straight answer.
Yeah. Good luck.
Now down the sideline, Mustangs are going to have possession again. Here comes number 27, Henry Cohen. And flag flies. Ball's out of bounds, and now let's see who it's on. It's a 1-minute penalty. And Elk Grove is going to have to spend some time in the penalty box, the last thing they need in a game like this. But with 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 45 seconds left and counting, it's already probably too far gone for them. So the Mustangs have a chance to reach their high on goals for the season on the power play. And high pass, fires is Ferguson. And he scores. And just as I was talking about it, the Mustangs reached their high for the season with 15.
And the Mustang goal.
I mean, and not just for this game, what effect do you think reaching that high of a goal standard sets for the next couple games? Are they going to go on a hot streak? How helpful is that for a team to have?
Very hopeful. The more pressure and the more offense they can draw and produce, the more chances they're going to get. And like you said at your beginning with the keys to the game, winning faceoffs is probably their biggest help right now. Every time they win the faceoff, they start pushing in the Grenadier zone, and that instantly starts building chances.
And Moore has only lost probably 2 faceoffs. He's been great from the center circle. Ball comes outside. Moore has it. Flicks it over to Sansonetti. He loses it. Ground ball. It's going to be picked up by Schloman. He's hustling to the inside. Fights off a defender and scores! Schloman again on the long run.
Oh, Sloman. And the Mustang goal. He's got his second in the quarter.
And Schloman strikes again for his second off the bench. And he's been having a great day as well.
Like I just said earlier, faceoffs are the key for them to be generating offense. They scooped up the offense, scooped up off the faceoff, instantly brought it into the Grenadier zone. Minute later, score.
Mustangs win the faceoff again. Spence. Inside. An easy setup. And George Kuhn had all the net to score that one. Nobody was on him. And in a one-on-one situation with the goalie, you don't miss often. So the Mustangs now have 17 goals. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. And that one was a defensive breakdown. And it looked like Moore jumped a little early. He lost that one. So it's going to be Dean bringing it up. Let's see if the Grenadiers can add another one on before the game ends. And he loses the ball. Great defense from Moore. Spin move, great dodge, but he gets sandwiched in between 2 defenders. Ball's loose on the ground and losing the stick. And Moore seemed to slash the stick out of Griffin Ewan's hands. And he'll come to the bench. And another stick is lost. I'm pretty sure that's Ewan again. Maybe he should invest in some stickum. And this one's out of bounds. And with 4 seconds left, the game's basically over. No chance to inbounds. And the Mustangs put on a thriller of an offensive performance. 17-1, and here starts the party.
Mustangs defeat the Grenadiers. The final score of 17-1.
And what an offense. What a defensive game as well. They scored their most goals of the season, and they allowed their least goals of the season. All around, their best performance we've seen so far. And what do you think that's going to do to their momentum going forward?
It's definitely going to start pushing them in the right direction. Like you said at the start, they had a rough start to the season with only going 1-3 with a negative 17 differential. Safe to say they now pushed it to a -1. And with the keys to the game mentioned earlier, winning faceoffs, running the slide, and ground balls, all of them were prioritized and all of them were brought in full effect. Definitely allowed them to reach their season high in goals.
Well, Meadows is going to need that momentum for the rivalry game coming up on the 13th versus Prospect. And that'll be a fun one. Meadows versus Prospects always gets everybody riled up. Rolling Meadows comes up with a bang, 17-1. This is Tyler Clark.
This is Owen Ferguson.
And we're signing off for the night. Have a good weekend.